These sequences are geometric, so that tells us that the pattern is either multiply or divide to get from one number to the next, and it'll always be by the same number. So if I want to get from -3 to +15, I'm going to have to multiply by a negative to change the sign. So I know it's going to be times the negative, and then 3 times what gets me to 15, and that's 5. So what we just did was multiplied by -5. If we test out our pattern, 15 multiplied by -5 is -45. So continuing on with that, multiply -45 by -5, and I get positive 225. Then multiply 225 by -5, and I get -1,125. If you see the signs are alternating, one positive, one negative, one positive, you know that you're multiplying by a negative number. Okay, now here, although the signs are negative, they're not changing. So negative, negative, negative. So if the signs are not changing, you're multiplying by a positive number. And to get from here to here, one way you can think of it, which I know is a little bit harder for some of you, is that we are multiplying by 1/2. We've talked about how multiplying by a fraction really means multiplying by the top and dividing by the bottom. So -400 times 1 is -400, divided by 2 is -200. For now, it might be easier for you to think of that as dividing by 2. Now for this particular topic, thinking of it as division is not a big deal, it's going to work. But when we use the formulas, the variable in a formula for geometric is what was it being multiplied by. So I'd have to use 1/2 later and not divide by 2. But for now, you're just seeking the pattern. So to get from -200 to -100, most of you will just think of that as multiplying, by dividing by 2. So -200 divided by 2 is -100. Okay, but technically we multiplied by 1/2. Okay, then from here to here, continue just dividing by 2 to make it easy. -100 divided by 2 is -50. And then -50 divided by 2 is -25. And we have all of our sequence filled in.